corridor of the École Biblique. We call it the gallery. This building, generally speaking, as a building, is built by the French 1 century ago, surely more even, because it was totally finished in 19 exactly. Marguerite and Louis, I will show you a few of the old photos we have about the Dominicans, I mean the community here, because we are in the community room, and we have a photo like a family album that exists since long ago before myself, with a photo of the very beginner who came from France as the 19th century. So the first page you have, for instance, people who came as a Dominican, religious people who bought the piece of land. Mm-hmm. The idea was to have a priory, a convent, a church for the French Dominicans in Jerusalem, because we had not. And since 84, up to today, there was always somebody from our community here. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Even during the First World War. And then in 1890, in Rome, they decided to give an impulse very special to the house to be an academic institution for Bible and archaeology and the study of the Holy Land. And here you have the photo of the academic founder, Father Lagrange, when he was young, when he was a young priest, and then when he came. And then you have Père Jossin, one of the beginning, and then Vincent. Father Vincent, Hugues Vincent, are different, the picture show him different stage of his age. And we go on with other, during the First World War, they had to be like soldiers. So it's why he is in uniform. The French army, they get them to go to the Suez Canal. The army knew that they were fluent in local Arabic, so they used them as translators for exactly as a young Lawrence of Arabia was used also as translator. And in some moment, it's said that they were in the same office, the same room, 2 tables with the young, because he was younger, Lawrence of Arabia, who was just, a captain at that time, and the 2 French, Father Jossin and Father Savignac. You see the Jordan River, how it was strange, it's beautiful with water, how it was like a real river. Since the very beginning, the foundation as a school, an academic institution, it was understood that it was not only lecturing, giving lectures, this could be done in Europe, but being here, it's to go field trip on the ground, because, the country of the Bible and so on. So this is Holy Land, so this was clear. So the students knew in advance that they had to partake to the expedition. At the beginning it was on horseback or even on camel, when they were going in the Sinai, for example, to Santa Catarina in the Sinai or in the Negev. They were used to rent camels to local Bedouin tribes and to go together. So the student had to learn how to ride a camel and also to ride a donkey for small visiting, This is in Lebanon, Rayak.
And they went to...
because at that time we were in Jordanian part of Jerusalem. Okay. So they could go with the student by local buses to Syria, inland, without taking an airplane, because the border were open one to the other. So you see, this is with the students, different kind of students, and the Dominicans. We know them by face, but also by the habit. Because this uniform change if you are a Dominican or a Franciscan or what we call a white father, still used today systematically in the church for the ceremonies. We have deposited those 3 machines. They are old ones, surely. They are projector, not camera, but projector, 1 century old, surely, used to project on the wall the image coming from the glass, photo on glass. They knew how to get a positive from a negative. This is all, the vocabulary of the traditional photography before computers. So from the negative, you could get in the dark room a positive. And then with the positive, you put one here, and then there is the light projecting on the wall in front of the students or guests during the public lecture. So at the very, very beginning, there was no electricity, so they were used, we say in French, acetylene. It's a gas which gives, which is dangerous to use, but which gives a very bright flame, you know. And this, here you have the flame 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So with a match you open, and here comes the gas, and you put it inside, and this goes a little bit up and front and back to adjust the focus of the light, you know. And it becomes very hot. It's why you have like a chimney here for the heat to go out and to be diffused. Luis, please. So we will see now the old camera. Before getting inside the photo room, photo archive room, we can have a glimpse on this showcase where I put some of the camera, the old camera of the house. To have one of the very first Leica camera, genuine one from the 1930 and so, and the normal wooden camera. Those are, some of them are so much genuine that in some expedition, mainly in the Sinai and the Negev and in the Hijaz in Arabia, I found on old photos, on the side of the photo, one of the many cameras. They bring not only one, and some of them appear on the photo, and some of this bag were seen on the saddle of the horses or of the camel. They were never sure of the result of a glass negative photo. So when the expedition was scientifically very important, they were bringing a lot of material on horseback, so they bring all the different format dimension. It's written in French, but you see poudre, it's powder, and éclair is flash, you know. I think it's still inside. I never opened it. Here we are in my office, that means the photo room, the photo archive of the École Biblique. In this big room, it was a storage for the glass negatives on the old photos. So when I came as a young student, I found that this was well done, you know, as an archive, with all the glass in their genuine negative box coming from France, from mainly the company called Les Frères Lumière brothers, who were the main factory doing and selling the glass negative. You see on the box les photographies and so on, Frères Lumière, Lumière et Fils. So I began scanning from those boxes. And but recently I had visitors, specialists coming from the world all around, English speaking, French speaking, and almost all of them the specialists were unhappy with the way it was stored in the genuine old box. I mean, all the boxes are about 100 years old. Some of them 120, even 130 years old. And you know that today you must store everything old in a non-acid or acid-free paper, acid-free box, acid-free carton. So I was thinking to throw away the old boxes and to put the glass in new boxes on the same shelves. But immediately I realized that it would be very sad to abandon the classification and the organization they have made, which is part of the history of the house, and which is also useful for me because on the old register written by hand, they mark the actual shelf where it is and the numbering. It's a meaning of organization. So I didn't destroy, as you see today in 2020, the boxes are, but they are empty. The process of putting all the glass in acid-free paper, it's not completely finished because from here up to this rank and this rank and this one, it's not yet made because I had no time to go to France to buy the non-acid envelope. So if I open this box, I must be very careful because this one is not empty. This one is with a genuine as it was 100 years ago. But with the scanner and with the Photoshop, you can have a good result. Then now, recently, I had this organized by myself and a friend who helped me to put the shelves. We organized that all the glass negative will be stored now in the new system, which is acid-free paper. So a glass negative is like this, a piece of glass. One side is with the light you see, it's matte, and the other side is very much shiny. The matte is a dried up chemical which has the silver grain of the photo. It's a silver photo. So now what I'm using is these new boxes which I bring from Europe, from France for me. You can find in Italy, Germany, and they are guaranteed acid-free. So I can open one like this with this envelope as four sides, and I take the glass. This negative, number 683, the old number, gives this photo.